The last video gave me such a shock, it changed my hair color. Hi guys, welcome back to Honkai Star Rail. As you can see from my hair, this is the next day. And oh my god, last video I was genuinely terrified I was gonna have the FBI turning up at my door. They probably still will. They're probably waiting to barge in now. But we're carrying on with the 2.1 story. But let me know what you guys think of the new hair in the comments, because I've had the red for 9 years now and it was time to change it up after God knows how long, and I've already had multiple comments about being a MILF. So on that very disturbing note, we're getting on with it. Okay, so Gallagher, you're quote-unquote 13, but one thing I did notice is capitalized. And he's a hound, so does he mean 13 in dog years?
No way. Not even close.
Thank God someone is putting their foot down and saying, no.
Nunu freed the frontier prison. Peace still eluded him.
Also, what do you guys think of my
Limited
mug?
Resources, threats from the outside world,
Look at my mug. It's
and
got cats on it.
internal conflicts between major prison districts. The future of Osdana was uncertain.
Right.
It wasn't until the Watchmaker approached the family with the idea of turning the prison into the planet of festivities that Penacony finally gained its name.
And that explains why he's kind of like a legacy.
He became known as the father of Penacony.
Makes sense.
But didn't you say the Watchmaker betrayed the family? And you said you were his companion, so that means you...
He also betrayed it?
No. I'm not his companion, but rather one of his many children.
That explains why you're quote-unquote
But I am
13.
indeed a traitor. Not to the family, but to Mikhail.
Why?
What did you do?
Yeah, good question.
I did nothing. And that's the worst betrayal of all. Just like you, I had close companions. We dedicated ourselves to Penacony. But the Oak family, they set us up.
Okay, right. So this is where my brain process is right now. So obviously someone is behind death in Penacony. So my current theory right now is that the person who's kind of controlling the memory zone meme is somebody who wants revenge. So this could potentially put Gallagher as a potential suspect. But if I'm being honest, I have like no red flags on him. So I really don't think it is him. Sunday, I think, is acting suspicious purposely to make us think it's Sunday. I mean, I don't really know, because, like, why would anyone want to do this? Because I think we've already established that death does not exist in the dreamscape. So that, to me, suggests that, one, Robin's not dead, and two, I am really heavily now leaning on my theory about Firefly not being dead and that she's actually still alive. Because there's obviously there was obviously that theory going around that Sam is Firefly. I still heavily believe this, but what Firefly's motive would be for being a Celeron hunter, maybe what she told us up on the roof about her illness, maybe that's her actual reason, and Elio's basically told her, if you do this, we'll find a way to get rid of your illness or something like that, because they're all in there for their own gains. But I am digressing. The Oak family set them up, so...
Mikhail was too old to protect his children anymore. So we left the family to find our own path. We were branded traitors of the Harmony, even though the true traitors
That's not
were
fair, is
someone
it?
else.
It's not
They
fair at
continue
all.
to praise the Watchmaker's name in the world. Behind closed doors, they condemn him on a pillar of shame. Nevertheless, we wanted to clear his name. We intended to find the real traitor, the one responsible for all this, and restore harmony to Penacony.
Okay, makes
We
sense.
failed. Too much time had passed, and the land of the dreams had become deeply corrupted.
Jesus.
After countless fruitless pursuits, I gave up. Like a lost dog.
Oh my god.
The family accepted me and made me an officer, supposedly as a form of forgiveness. But it was actually a punishment. Since then, I've been completely cut off from my partners and my past.
Oh god. I couldn't
As
imagine.
for Mikhail,
Is he still
I heard
alive?
he died in obscurity,
Oh.
in a place where no one could find him. That's when I realized that the Penacony I once knew would never return.
We're truly sorry for what happened. But this is not the end of the story, right?
Apparently, someone has inherited the title of the Watchmaker and has been secretly working against the family all this time.
So hold on. So the Watchmaker is the Tracer. Okay, right. Thing is, who would inherit the title? Because we've not really met that many family members. I don't think it'd be Sunday, because it wouldn't make sense that he's working against himself. Obviously, I still am not convinced that he's just letting this whole thing with Robin go. I actually fully think he's fully going into trying to find out who, well, obviously we know that Death, quote-unquote, killed Robin, being the memory zone meme. But, so, as I said earlier, someone's got to be behind controlling it. So, we're basically looking for someone who's in the family who inherited the title of the Watchmaker. But again, Gallagher could be wrong, and he could be leading us astray, whether it's intentional or unintentionally, I don't know. But, oh, that's actually a good point. Is the Watchmaker an organization? That's a really good shout.
One way to look at it. However, only one member has truly inherited the Watchmaker's title.
That's interesting. There's a lot more lore in Penacony than all the other regions, huh?
Unfortunately, after all these years, I have no idea who that person is, or if they're even real. Or just Mikhail's lost soul haunting the dreams. So, do you understand why I'm spilling all this info? Because I believe the girl's death must be connected to the Watchmaker's legacy.
Yeah, she said she was going for the Watchmaker's legacy, so that makes sense.
We will find the answers we are seeking. If it really is Mikhail's ghost, I want to meet him. If only for the last time.
Oh.
For those who despise me could form a line from here all the way to the entrance of the hotel. But those willing to look me in the eye and hear me out? Let's just say, there won't be many. I've told you all I know is a sign of gratitude. Thank you for listening to this old dog. Bark and all. Something just happened at the theme park.
Oh no.
Now if you'll excuse me, good luck to all of you. How ironic. What's so different between the stowaways projected by Penacony today and the dream seekers once hailed as pioneers several amber eras ago?
Gallagher does have a troubled past, it seems.
I think we all have troubles in our past somewhere.
Firefly's whereabouts remain a mystery. His stories shed light on our suspicions about the true identity of the Watchmaker, his connection to the family, and the power struggles hidden behind sweet dreams and death.
Interesting. And that the family isn't all united.
Exactly. Gallagher suggests that the real traitor is someone else. Probably within the Oak family.
So we need to basically get a list of people in the Oak family and try to deduct it from there. And that death is related to the Watchmaker.
That lines up with what we've gathered so far. Firefly got involved in this mess because of the legacy. And now we're sure that Aventurine's accusations against Acheron are baseless.
That's another thing. Why would Adventurine accuse Acheron? He's not stupid. He's got to have another motive behind that. So either A, he genuinely thought it was Acheron and has since changed his mind, or he is still going for Acheron, in which case he'd be fucking stupid. But I genuinely think that Adventurine is a lot smarter than he's letting on. So, like, we know that Sparkle has been standing in for Robin because Death claimed Robin. So, and if you guys remember, she said to find a mute. So, obviously, she said, what if I say no to Adventurine's question about, when you asked me to find a mute, did you really mean Robin? She said no. So, and Sparkle did say they are still on Penacony, but you can't get to them now. So either there's a third party we've not met yet who is playing the scenes, or it's someone right in front of us and my stupid brain is not keeping up. And that Clocky is based on the Watchmaker.
You're really into Clocky, huh? He's just a fictional character, not a real person.
He wants to tell her.
Speaking of which, that Clocky who only reveals himself to you is quite intriguing. It's a shame we've never met him since then.
I just need to find someone with a missing gear and he'll turn up. That pretty much sums it up. Before we do that though, I'm gonna put some boots on because my feet are cold. That pretty much sums it up.
Now that we've confirmed a lot of our suspicions, let's take a moment to think about the clues we have. Send a message to Welt and see how things are going on his end.
Makes sense. Okay. Mr. Yang, our investigation here has come to an end. How's progress going on your end? Not too bad. The Galaxy Ranger and I agree that the family might be hiding something extremely important. We're now headed to Dewlight Pavilion. Acheron, huh? Didn't Aventurine say she was dangerous? I've confirmed she's on our side. Don't worry. Please wait for a while. I'll keep you posted as soon as I find anything. Okay. Not ominous at all. Oh, okay. We're switching to Acheron's point of view. All right.
Are your companions worried about you?
Always.
They're just checking up on me. Let's get in and get out. Seems they've made some progress.
Trying to clear up some space on my desk so I can pull my keyboard forward.
The depths of Dewlight Pavilion.
Okay.
Been a smooth ride.
Let's see if there's anyone waiting to greet us.
I pressed the button. Whoopsie. Just as a quick disclaimer, by the way, I am working on the Acheron being built in 24 hours video. That is coming very, very soon. I'll be coming next week to you guys.
Something feels off. A grand mansion like this and not a butler or servant in sight. Could it be due to the disruption caused by the emergency? Well, this door is open. Looks like we'll have to investigate ourselves. Let's proceed with caution.
Yeah, I'm very nervous. Oh. Acheron draws her blade slightly. Within a moment, her breath became imperceivable.
Light. I've made myself less noticeable. The crew can explain their presence as authorized by the family, but I can't come up with any excuses for being here.
You're Welt's. Just say you're Welt's bodyguard.
Interesting technique.
Okay. Yes, I can use Acheron's technique. Yes!
Screen 4.
That is so much easier. Why have I got a message? Okay.
The model in the sand pit. It's the golden hour, isn't it?
Oh, that is a dino boy.
The heads of the family use that model for discussing important matters. The items here are different from the rest.
Oh, I didn't even see these.
There are 2 sets of them. Looks like outsiders might have passed through here not long ago.
Yeah, you can tell which ones are Aventurines because look, you can see the little spades on them, and then obviously those will be Dr. Ratio's because he wears like sandals, doesn't he?
Can you identify the people who left these footprints?
Well, there's a unique pattern here. Flamboyant, even. And judging by the size, I'd say these were men's shoes.
Indeed.
If I'm right, it could be the IPC ambassador, Aventurine.
Goes with his gambling style.
Aventurine. What about the other set?
It looks like they were walking side by side as opposed to one behind the other. So the second individual is likely equal in status to Aventurine.
God help us.
The IPC is eager to reclaim Penacony, so their presence here is not unexpected.
There you go. I just realized I was like sinking into the corner of the monitor.
There aren't any people in this mansion. They've set up quite a few mimetic guards to patrol this place.
Okay, right. Let's kick this guy's ass. Okay, there we go. He be dead. Got an achievement there, Lady Snowblood.
I dropped something.
A note. Looks like instructions from the butler for the other servants.
Seems like the mansion's entire workforce were assigned other tasks before Robin's death. It must have been a big project to require that much manpower. The Charmony Festival, perhaps.
But no matter what their main priorities are, there should always be someone left at the mansion, right?
Yeah, the fact they're leaving it like
So
alone like this
you're
is
saying
suspicious.
Someone deliberately cleared the place out.
Yeah, but I don't know why.
Interesting. Right, let's go into the room.
No one here either.
Why is there nobody here?
Since no one's around to entertain us, let's make ourselves at home. Stay close to me so that my white can cover you too.
I'll grab that. Thank you. A letter from Robin. Oh. Okay. Dear brother, how are you doing these days? I had intended to visit you at Duelite Pavilion as soon as possible upon my return, but the approaching Charmony Festival and your busy schedule, I refrained from troubling you. However, an urgent matter compels me to share something with you immediately. Since my return to Penacony, I have experienced a peculiar change in my voice. At first, I thought it was caused by exhaustion or illness, but after consulting with doctors, they assured me of my perfect health and dismissed my concerns. However, my voice worsened over time, and I even experienced periods of complete voice loss. That'll be what we heard. In order to find answers, I conducted many private investigations, using my idle time out of rehearsals, of course. Eventually, I realized that the harmony in Penacony is not pure. A discord lurking within has tainted my voice of harmony, which I believe to be the root cause of my vocal issues. I immediately realized that such levels of interference can only occur if either a powerful external force is pulling the strings, or if a senior member of the family is involved. Unfortunately, further investigation has led me to the latter conclusion. This is an extremely alarming discovery. A traitor has emerged within the family in Penacony, and it is highly likely that this person is one of the 4 family heads. I trust you implacably, dear brother, because of our promise. With the Charmony Festival on the horizon, I fear this person intends to impede its progress or even use the festival for some ulterior motive. At any rate, I suggest you monitor the other family members' heads while also prioritizing your own safety. You are the only true family member I have left. There is another matter that requires our attention. During my investigation, I learned about the Memory Zone meme Death, and my further inquiries led me to believe that the culprit who directed it to cause this series of incidents is likely a aforementioned traitor of the family. Okay. I have collected more clues and I'm prepared to verify my hypothesis. Rest assured, you can just focus on the preparations for the Charmony Festival. Once I've thoroughly investigated Death, I'll come and meet you immediately. It won't take too long. Given your heavy workload, please take care of yourself. Don't stay in the dreamscape all the time. Spend some time in reality when you are free. I've bought some more specialties from other galaxies. Giant moa pudding, tarts from Moorlands, wild strawberries from Cognaco, known for their exceptional size and sweetness, which I'm certain you'll enjoy, and almond meringue cream cracknels from Medicdania. Don't forget to enjoy them. May Sheepay be with us, your sister Robin.
As soon as I and the rest of the crew arrived in Penacony, Mr. Sunday and Robin showed up to greet us. I remember hearing something unusual in her voice.
Yeah.
And now it seems I was right.
This is interesting.
Robin believed it was because the harmony had been tampered with somehow. But as far as I know, there aren't many entities capable of interfering with the power of paths.
Meaning?
If there really is a traitor within the family, that person must hold a high position or possess unimaginable strength.
That would explain why Mr. Sunday has been having such difficulty in catching the traitor.
Plus also the, didn't he mention he was, like, struggling to investigate it or something? Okay, right, let's look over here.
This light cone
Aww.
is securely guarded. It must hold some important memories.
According to Robin's interview, despite having performed on so many grand stages, her favorite performance was a pretend show she put on with her brother when they were just kids.
I wonder how their relationship is now.
Growing up brings gains, but also losses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time is a way of smoothing
Gains
things
financial
out.
freedom.
Beautiful
Loses
dreams of youth
lack of responsibility.
eventually fade away.
Okay. Oh, a list of victim deaths. Okay. I saw. I'm not going to read all of this, otherwise this is going to take me ages because it's tons. But let's see. Morny, Arnsorrel, Anaka, Weber, Chimnet, Dickham. I'm probably pronouncing all these names wrong. Glaxia, Cambega, Janet, Monk, Annette, Chloe, Clarissa, Doran, Marlowe. This list comprises of over 100 cases related to the Memory Zone mean death. However, the author of the list seems to still struggle with figuring out the pattern.
The information about Robin, Firefly, and the other victims. I don't see any commonalities among them.
Interesting.
The rumors were right. Death does seem to be targeting random victims.
Hmm.
And based on Sunday's notes, he's no stranger to death.
Yeah.
He's just surprised that it has resurfaced.
That would suggest that the whoever's controlling, like, the Memory Zone meme is, you know, making his own decisions on who to go for.